Whether you're up close or a few feet away, golfers say the damage here on Sun Valley's course is hard to miss and devastating to see. According to LMPD, the shooting happened just doors down from where I'm standing. This large tree right beside me, more than twice my height, was completely uplifted from its root, just showing how strong last night's winds were. Firefighters believe the fire started at this White House right behind me, quickly spreading to the home next door. In the past few years, you guys have done this walk with others. What made you decide to do it? Just the two of you. LMPD investigated 406 non-fatal shootings this year. The owner said the children seen behind the counter weren't employees, but new findings from the Labor Department say otherwise. Hold on 1 second. Elijah, come here real quick. Take a picture of me. I know what you're thinking. Don't judge, because I'm not the only one. More than 25 flights were pushed to a later time, leaving passengers disappointed at their gates. As you can see, it's completely covered in snow, and until the temperature rises, officials say it'll be here to stay. So I decided to challenge Nikki to a race.
On your mark, get set, go!
Sadly for me, woo! He remains undefeated. It's been 3 days since I last visited North 44th Street, where neighbors have complained about an eyesore. The owner of the home told me he was supposed to have it cleaned by today. Now neighbors say they're concerned for his well-being because they say no progress has been made. Children playing, hey! Flowers blooming, and yards lined with white picket fences. All the more reason why Letha Owens made North 44th Street home.
It was a nice, quiet neighborhood. I mean, it was clean. It was something that, when I seen the little house, I said, that house is just for me.
But in recent years, she says, the area took a turn for the worse.
But when I come out and I have to look at that, that's nothing I want to look at.
Owens is referring to the home owned by her neighbor Jordan Garza, who was ordered to clean his property by March 31st. Garza didn't want to be on camera, but Tuesday he said he was making progress.
I try to put some time in every day, actually, to clean it up.
It took him 8 years to gather all this. It's not going to take him in a few days to get it together.
According to Louisville Forward, Garza failed to meet code enforcement's deadline, and they now plan to take him to court. However, Owens believes more needs to be done. She says the situation has grown out of hand and onto an abandoned garden owned by the city.
You can see there's no way that one manpower can do that. He needs help.
She's asking officials to send an extra set of hands and a professional to speak with Garza.
Help him get this cleaned up. Come down and see what he needs.
In the meantime, Owens says she'll continue to speak out on behalf of her neighbors and the area she loves.
I don't want people to slow down and say, oh my God, look at that mess. You know, I want people to say what they used to say. It's so nice and clean and peaceful down here.
In Louisville, Alexis Jones, WHS 1119, on your side. After 4 days of deliberations, the jury in the Brett Hankison trial was unable to reach a verdict, leaving loved ones and attorneys disappointed but eager to try again.
U.S. attorneys from the Department of Justice did indicate that it is their intention to retry Brett Hankison in this case again.
A shocking announcement just moments after a federal judge declared a mistrial Thursday. Lanita Baker, Breonna Taylor's family attorney, from the beginning watched the trial. She's confident this won't be the last time Hankison is in the courtroom.
Mistrial is not an acquittal, and so we live another day to fight for justice for Breonna.
Despite their determination, Baker admits a hung jury wasn't the outcome family members were hoping for. The jury first said they were deadlocked in the early afternoon, but even after federal judge Rebecca Grady Jennings instructed them to continue deliberations, she says the court's guards reported, quote, elevated voices coming from the jury's room.
Trying to figure out what happens. Emotions can get high. That's just part of deliberations. But it does show the seriousness that the jury did put within this case.
Ultimately, jurors said they couldn't honestly and reasonably reach a verdict. They were stuck on both of the civil rights violations facing Hankison.
We did not receive any information on how they were split. They did ask for that information. I do not know if they were given that information, but as I stand here before you, I do not know the split.
Baker adds the jury's makeup could have played a role. There were 6 men, 6 women, and only 1 juror was black. A jury agreed upon by both the defense and prosecution.
The Western District is made up of more than just Louisville, and so we recognize that. But hopefully on the next trial, the jury does reflect the diversity of this city.
When asked if federal prosecutors will retry the case, a DOJ spokesperson told ABC News the Department of Justice is actively considering all of our available options. A hearing is set for December 13th to determine if the federal government will trial Brett Hankison all over again. In Louisville, Alexis Jones, WHAS 1119 on your side. It's the goodbye everyone has been waiting for.
Very excited.
I'm just ready for us to go on to the next chapter and tackle whatever challenges may come.
6-year-old Onyx Sands was released from the Fraser Rehabilitation Institute Thursday. The road to get here, her mother China says, was nothing short of a miracle.
I know it's just been like 39 days, but we have come a long way. We started out in the ICU, and those were some of the hardest nights ever.
Onyx was shot in the back on July 10th during a road rage incident on I-65. Since then, a wheelchair has become her new normal. But through it all, China says the little one hasn't lost her spunk.
I'm Onyx strong.
My daughter's spirit is what's keeping me strong. So everyone comments, you're so strong, I don't know what I would do. How can I be sad and down about a situation that she's optimistic about?
Dr. Catherine Schuster says that bright personality helped with her recovery and keep the hospital on its toes.
Patients like Onyx make my job very easily. And I'm not wearing them today, but they call me, what do you call me?
Dr. Shoes.
Dr. Shoes, so.
Dr. High Heels.
Oh, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one.
Schuster and the Fraser family says they will miss having Onyx around. But before leaving, they showered her with a few gifts.
I know what this is.
Oh.
A Target gift card.
And then let her go out in a bang. Though the 6-year-old still has a long road ahead, her mother says knowing Onyx, it'll be a bright one. In Louisville, Alexis Jones, WHAS 11 on your side.